this is what I've been practicing today, is taking two chords and creating fills and practicing the alternating bass line. So typically the old school style is you play the root and the fifth as the bass line to your chords. So in the case of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a G. So when you make the C chord, you alternate the bass note between the C and the G, the root and the fifth. And when you move to the G, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a D. So you play the G and you alternate between the root and the fifth, which is the open D string. It sounds like this. This G chord. It's like making the same shape as a C, but you're making it with a rooting on the G. And it also has a part of that sort of D shape in it here. That's the major scale for it. So you're playing it way down here, the G and the C. You can use that kind of, you know, G and C major pentatonic type thing. You know, you can kind of alternate it. That's the C major scale, rooting from here. But what's nice is if you can just play that scale and notes in that scale when you over the G, because it gives it a mixolydian. And then when you're playing the C, you can just play the pentatonic. The other thing you can do is always And then the other thing to remember is to give it kind of a bluesy country sound and Mixolydian sound, you want to use the lowered seventh. So if you're playing in G, the major seventh would be the note flat of the tonic of the root would be the major seventh. The flatted seventh, which gives it that country sound, and builds tension, is the flatted seventh. So it's one whole step from the root. I did it there with the C. That's that note there, because the C's here, and you know that note is cool because it's one whole step lower from the root. So when you're making the C chord, you can hit this note. But you don't want to fret there, so. Right? That gives you some dynamics, practicing playing on a steady feel in different places on the fretboard. Okay, so that's a G, that's a C, playing fragments of chords sounds cool too, especially if you have a bass player playing with you and he's doing that, you know. Right, you can be going. So this is the G here. It's the same as playing a D chord, but you're rooted. This is the shape of the chord when you're rooted off the second string. So the G is here, your fifth is here, and your third is here. So and the same shape into C would be or.